Hey guys, how's it going? Just want to give a quick tip profile about the deck I took to my regionals last Saturday. Today is Tuesday. Um, yeah, I went X2, got my invite 23rd overall with this deck. So I just want to give you guys an idea of how I ran my deck. So um, yeah, and it's Evilswarm. So play three caster. Let's do normal summon another Evilswarm monster once it hits the field. You want to see every time you open. Um, 3 Heliotrope. He's a 1950 beater, gets over almost everything, and he's a rescue rapid target to help get your Ophion out faster. 3 Kirkion. If you have 2 engrave, you can banish one Evilswarm monster, add an Evilswarm monster from your graveyard to your hand, and then you can normal summon another Evilswarm. That's his effect. So he's pretty pro during mid game to late. Mandragora, Cyber Dragon effect. If they control more monsters you do, you can just drop it from your hand. Game 2 and 3, I side one out, so unless I'm going second, then I try to keep them in so I can special summon. But other than that, yeah, game 2 and 3, if I'm going first, I take them out. One Thunderbird. I only needed one, and at this current meta, you only need one, I feel like, because there's like no back row, and basically that's the main reason is he's like just to bait out back row, and it's really nothing. So yeah, one's fine. Play one Ketos. Play Ketos because I'm afraid of skill drain. Anything that stays face up on the field. Ketos is a good out to that. Pops. He's a cost. His effect is cost. So even if skill drain on the field, you activate his effect. He goes off the field, pops a skill drain, and your Ophion is back in business. But if they have vanities, I didn't play vanities. If I had vanities, I would have taken them out for vanities. One rescue rabbit for the heliotropes and one Thunder King to stun. Thunder King did pretty good too. Every time they see Thunder King, they pretty much hate Thunder King still. So you guys should still run it. Alright, going on to spells. I played two Rhoda. Search for a caster. That's the only target. Uh, Still good because you can Rhoda for caster and you have infestation, infection, the trap card. Then you can just bounce caster and get your Kirkion. Two Chalice. Chalice is good because it's for the Shaddolls matchup and basically force the Satellarknight to just negate their effects and don't get it to go off. And it's just pretty good overall at the moment. I played two Infestation, Pandemic. I only played two because, excuse me, I tested at 3 and I find it really bad to have at 3 because this format you really don't need it. There's not a lot of cards that's gonna hurt your deck, so play at 2. And when I go game 2, game 3, I sided the second one out, so I only play with one game 2, game 3. So this is only for the first game basically. Play 3 MST. MST is really good. It's for all those. I don't know. I can't really explain it. MST is just you have to play 3. And the one-offs that don't need explaining: Raigeki, Soul Charge, Book of Moon, and Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal is pro. Won 2 games. A lot of people were shocked. I mean, the first guy beat him with this card. He had a Dark Arm, he had a Castell, and he had a face down Construct. I was top decking, so basically, if I didn't draw a Snatch Steal, I would have lost. But top deck Snatch Steal, took his Dark Arm, had a caster engraved, popped his face down Construct, attacked over his Castell. He had Shaddolls Fusion in hand, and he drew into another card, and he basically scooped from there. And the second time, Snatch Steal won the game was this guy. He was playing heroes. He had nothing, so he went to Exciton, tried to Exciton my field. I had a face down Chalice, flipped up Chalice. He ends turn, and I top decked his Snatch steal, took his Snatch steal, and then from there it was game. So Snatch steal was MVP Pro, and then traps I played Warring, Compulse, and Bottomless. Oh, the one infection is to recycle your stuff. I play Soul Drain and Macro for the Burning Abyss and Shaddolls matchup. So, yeah, they're really good. This is pro because late game, I think it was round 6. This guy decided in Fire Hand and Ice Hand. I lost second game because I didn't see his Soul Drain. And then third game, I saw this, and this helped me stop his Fire Hand, Ice Hand because he drew like a good amount of them. 2 breakthrough, monster effect negation. If I had advantages, I would have decided this one out. So if I would play 2 advantages. I would take out breakthrough and Ketos to play. And the MVP trap is 2 Shadow Mirror. Shadow players did not expect me to main these. They were asking me, I main that? I'm like, yeah, because, basically, these are like my vanities. Because, 2 out of 3 matchups I'm going to be playing Burning Abyss and Shaddolls, so that helped. And these are like easy sides against like other decks like Qliphorts and stuff like that. So, you can just take it out. And when I play them, I didn't even see them, so it was good. Extra deck. I played 3 Ophion. Basically, the only main guy I went to all day. I think I went to Exciton once and only one Exciton. The second one was just for backup. It was better when whoever went first, still got to draw. Those cards was beast because if you go first turn, you go Ophion. You go second turn, you go Exciton. So, but you don't do that anymore. Bahamut never went into it. He just he targets. He's like a Snatch steal, big guy, and then once you get his effect resolved, you can discard. You have to discard Evilswarm monster from your hand. So yeah, you don't discard right away, but never went to him. But because never had the situation to go into him. One Nightmare. I play Nightmare only for Satellarknight. I played once Satellarknight. I lost to it. Kind of misplayed when he called the Haunted. I had to break through in the graveyard. It was my turn. Didn't use it. I saw my breakthrough after his effect resolved. But Nightmare, you set him up after you set up your Ophion. So when they just go Satellarknights and you just face them down and you just beat them over. On an arc, never went into it. Key Beetle never went to it, but if I had vanities, I would have went into it, more often. Castell never went into it. $2, play only 1 Burning Abyss, lost to it, and never went to it. Black Ship of Corn, never went to it. Never had a chance to. 1 Rhapsody Berserk, never went to it, but was just there. And got Cowboy. It won me my last game of the tournament. And I'll explain how I beat him. Alright, so he was Qliphorts, and he was playing Qliphorts. I went first. I went first. Sorry. I set 3 back row and had 2 Kirkions in hand. So he pendulums into his zones, and he plays Storm, got rid of my back row, play MST, got rid of my last back row, and it's OTK me. Second game, kind of grinded it out. Had Ophion, and he basically just scooped. And then third game, he went first. He summoned a shell. And attached 2 sacrifice end turn. And then I went, and this was pretty much my hand. I had another like spell card or something, but this is basically just my hand. So what I did was I special Mandragora, normal caster, normal Heliotrope, activate Smash Steel, took his monster, tech with all these. He was at 350, and I just overlay for game for this guy for game, and then I OTK him too. So I was happy, and then yeah, that's how my last game ended. And my side deck. Show you guys my side deck real quick. 3-lane Prisoner. It's for Satellarknights only. So, Dimensional Prison. It's good against Qliphorts. You know, they have to attack you. So, Deep Prison's good. Same with Satellarknights and anything. One Eradicator had it, but whenever I had it, didn't have Ophion, so didn't work out. Mind Crush had it, but never really got to use it. When I had to use it, it was against heroes. He added alias, Mind Crush alias, and he had a e-call, and he just called for another one. So I was like, it didn't matter. So it was kind of bad. The third Shadow Mirror, 2 Blackhorns. Blackhorn for Satellarknights, you know, when they exceed, and for Qliphorts when they special. But you know, against Qliphorts you got Ophion too, so majority of the time you're stopping them. And I had 1 Fairy Wind, and then this was a Twister, so I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. So Fairy Wind, Twister, and 2 Skill Drain. I tweaked this too. At the tournament I was playing a deck lockdown and something else that wasn't relevant. A deck lockdown, something else. And yeah, deck lockdown was not good because there's other cards you can use that were better. So yeah, that was it. So here's my matchups. Shaddolls, game 1, I 2-0 him. Burning Abyss went to game 3. I guess I just lost. Game 3 Shaddolls is the guy that I think I snatched steal for game. Mass Hero, this is the guy that, you know, had made Exciton. I snatched steal for game.